Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, Ba'Hashem YAHAWASHI, Ba'Hashem YERKEJJehKkvukefhiuvgyjgukerihu. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the Spirit, and shalom to the mighty AHPARYam and AHPARYam out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. And today's topic is going to be entitled, You Can't Serve Two Masters. Okay, now what I mean by that is, or what I'm going to be getting into is basically how Jake specifically, they when they're a cop, they have more of a sense of a duty towards their job as a cop than towards their people and their plights. All right, so like one thing, perfect example. One thing is how a lot of times if you are an Edomite and you get pulled over by an Edomite police officer, then they're just gonna give you a warning, slap on the wrist or whatever. You're not in fear for your life, okay? But if you are an Israelite, okay, and an Israelite cop pulls you over or whatever, then you still technically have to be fearful of your life. I'm not saying that all Israelite cops are like that, but it's definitely a strong possibility that they are cooning and just basically like so far on the other side, like so far as an enemy to Jake in general. Okay, like they just have that self-hate, that strong self-hate. Okay, they wish that they were white. All right, so-called white. All right, but getting into that, I'm going to show you this clip. I'm going to go into it and speak upon it because it is this, basically what this guy goes into is what he thinks about Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter, as well as, are there, are the cops really doing wrong, or what is my opinion on it as a Israelite and a cop? Like, that's basically what it is. So let's see.
Confliction that I had because I really didn't want to arrest her.
How do you feel about the Blue Lives Matter movement in response to the Black Lives Matter movement, when being blue is an occupation that someone chooses and being black is not a choice?
Okay, so
I think they're both stupid.
Both of them?
Okay, so basically, being a cop is a choice, obviously, because you have to put yourself in danger. You're willingly putting yourself in danger. Okay, like that's basically your job. And being an Israelite is not a choice. Okay, you are born, looking the way you are, and you're born with a target on your back. Okay, so I also heard a statistic where, while it's still more like you're still more likely to be killed as a cop, the statistic was it was like 50% chance of dying as an Israelite or so-called black, and 54, 55 or whatever, something a little bit more than 50% chance of dying as a cop. So you are damn near just as likely to die if you're an Israelite as a cop. Let me rephrase that. You Israelite or so-called black people are almost as likely to die in general as a cop in a line of duty. Okay? That is an outrageous statistic where you're just existing as an Israelite and you are at risk of dying, where if you're a cop, you're putting yourself in danger and putting yourself at risk at dying. You're choosing to put yourself at risk of dying as a cop, and you're just at risk of dying if you're so-called black. Okay? And I don't know, I didn't hear about the statistic on the Native Americans as well as the Hispanics, but I do know that a lot of Native Americans specifically are actually getting kidnapped. Okay, so that's already a problem, as well as so-called so-called black women are getting kidnapped as well. So it's all really, it's part of the curses. Some curses will fall under. Some Israelites will deal with more certain different curses. Not all of them are gonna face them all. Okay, not sometimes different curses. But anyway, everyone did face, as a people, did face the whole Egypt. Deuteronomy 28:68. Egypt will be sent to Egypt again with ships. Anyway, continuing on.
Both of them. I don't like groupthink. I don't like belonging to one group and having to think about only what that group thinks.
I think.
Okay, so the reason why he said that both of Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter were stupid because solely because he says he doesn't want to belong. He doesn't like the group think and doesn't want to belong and think as a part of that group. Now, the issue with that is it's not a matter of, oh, you're thinking as a group. Okay, you can think critically as an individual, but also understand and see the problems that other people are facing that are part of your group or just a part of another group. Okay, like I can see the problems as I've done my own research on the problems that Native American. Well, technically, I do have Native American genes, but I can see what other Native Americans go through, even though I myself, because my father and his father are both Judah. Okay, so I'm not a part of it, but I can still see, they're going through some stuff. All right, it's a very stupid reason that he's saying that. Oh, they're both stupid just because I don't want to be a part of a group thing. Okay, yes. No, Saki, let me rephrase that. Groupthink isn't always good. I mean, groupthink isn't always bad because a lot of times mob mentality is what leads to people being unrighteously, getting witch hunted and whatnot. Okay, I think that's basically what he's trying to get at. It's that because of the whole mob mentality and people demonizing cops, not even at this time, but even today, he's saying that, oh, not all cops are bad. Well, if anyone gave a fuck about if not all cops are bad, then people wouldn't be dying from the freaking cops. You guys aren't doing jack shit to stop those bad cops. They're still, police is still corrupted. The police are still getting away with doing all the shit and killing not innocent Jakes, but just Jake in general. Okay, so fuck your whole no groupthink, because people are suffering because of an issue, and you just want to ignore the issue altogether just because you don't want to be a part of groupthink. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Okay, that's really stupid. Now, Slakia, but going in, I want to talk about how, where is it? Here. Okay, Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve Yahawah and Mammon. Okay, so this is where it comes. This is where more you need to watch the video. Okay, I recommend watching the whole video yourself, and you can see more of what he thinks and what he says. Okay, because in all honesty, when I heard more about, someone talked about a story about how they were getting arrested unrightfully and whatnot, but it's only a hearsay. But at the same time, yes, he was being skeptical, which it's not inherently bad to be skeptical, but at the same time, he was trying to find an excuse, finding a way to say you were in the wrong, because even though Sake, you were in the wrong, you Blackie, basically, okay? But he obviously not as aggressive and not in that way, in that direct way. He was just trying to make a point that you were in the wrong. Of course, they had the right to do whatever to you, okay? But anyway, going into the topic of you can't serve two masters, at the end of the day, he is more affiliated or more aligned with his occupation as being a cop, because he seeks that stability. All right, he wants that stability in Esau's kingdom, Esau's whatever, what's the word, place in Esau's world, basically. Okay, it's not he doesn't care about the fact that his people are suffering. He doesn't care about the fact that we as Israelites are almost just as likely to die as a police officer in the line of duty. Like that's ridiculous. He just completely ignores, people complaining, people and their problems. All right, you can literally search up police brutality videos and you'll find a million of them. Okay, like it's literally no secret that the police are corrupt and the police will beat the crap out of literally anyone, primarily Jake. All right. Now, Isaiah chapter 31 from the top. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Meaning that they're looking for to Esau, Egypt, spiritually Egypt. Esau Edom is spiritually Egypt, okay? They're looking to Esau Edom for that stability, all right? They're not seeking the Most High for help or just stability in general, all right? So that's where the issue of not of serving two masters comes in, because he got so used to, okay, so if I do this, or if I be a good little dog, the Esau Edom is going to reward me. Like, no. Verse 2, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, Esau Edom, and against the help of them that work iniquity. And it's not even just Esau Edom, but all the heathen nations, okay? I'm pretty sure if you go to any, any country, you're going to have not even just the police, but people in general bothering you, all right? Verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not Yahawah, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Most High shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holden shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Okay? So meaning that all that help, all that stability that you seek from Esau Edom, it's going to fall. It's going to fail. All right? It's not your retirement plan. All right? The Most High is your retirement plan. The Most High is your life insurance and all of that. All right? The Most High will take care of his people. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Most High Yahawah, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. All right? Because we, the servants of the Most High Yahawah, are going to be taken care of. We're going to be able to eat, drink, and rejoice at the protection that we're going to have during those troubling times, during Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose, all that. All right? Isaiah chapter 54, verse 11. And of whom hast thou been afraid or feared, that thou hast lied, and hast not remembered me, nor laid it to thy heart? Have not I held my peace even of old, and thou fearest me not? I will declare my righteousness and thy works. I will declare thy righteousness and thy works, and they shall not profit thee. When thou criest, let thy companies deliver thee, but the wind shall carry them all away. Vanity shall take them, but he that putteth his trust in me shall possess the land, and shall inherit my holy mountains. When you cry, when you're going to be crying, when you're going to be asking for help, oh, help me, don't ask the Most High. Ask your police force that you had such a high allegiance to. Ask the police force when you're going to be hungry. Ask the police force when people are going to be killing and robbing. Okay? Don't go asking the Most High, because you put your trust in them. You didn't put the trust in the Most High. Okay? When we put our trust, we didn't go fulfilling the wickedness of Esau Edom. We didn't go being the dog and doing Esau's dirty work to our own people, being the tool to not only indoctrinate, which a lot of pastors do as well, but going around killing them and whatnot. You're going to be that tool for Esau Edom. Don't ask the Most High for protection. All right, the Most High is not dealing with you. All right, and that's basically it. You know, again, I highly recommend watching this video for yourself. Yet, again, it's not inherently wrong to question and get clarification, but if you receive that clarification and it's still, you still have that spirit to say, oh no, you're still wrong, I don't care about this, the cops can do whatever they want, they have a power and authority over you. Like, if you're still in that mindset, if you're still in that spirit, then honestly, you got Slakia. You are going to be destroyed by the Most High, all right? Because the Most High is clearly not dealing with you if he blinded you that much, all right? And again, and also these people in here are freaking applauding him, okay? He's trying to get that white validation. This officer is just straight up realistic and down to earth, tells it how he sees it, never once is bullshit. There's bias all over his response. Okay, initially, yes, you can question it, but the bias in always trying to demonize, you know, like like it is so impossible. It's impossible for him to say the cop was wrong. All right, only educated views based on his personal experience. Personal experience as a cop, meaning that, so if he never saw corruption, then that's supposed to be a non-biased educated view. So if a cop is unlawfully beating someone down for no reason at all, so through his own experience, he's never seen it, so then he's just gonna say, oh, you know, that makes sense. How is that an educated view? Literally makes no sense. If you have never gone through something like police brutality, which thankfully I haven't, okay? So if I haven't gone through police brutality, I have to say that, oh, it's impossible. It's always the other person's fault. Like that's literally makes no sense. All right? But with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. You know, in actuality, it is basically like a secret alliance or a secret they're following a secret club, kind of, basically, of being their dogs. All right? And you know, if if you are a cop, if you're in the military and you choose to follow Esau Edom over, you choose to follow Esau Edom instead of sticking to what's right, what you know is right, or trying to help your people in a good way, positive, uplifting way, then you're just finished. All right, you're finished if you're choosing to stick to Esau, because he's not stability. Okay, he's not gonna provide everlasting stability. That's the Most High. But that I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And with that, I want to say shalom.